What's up, y'all? We are back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the person who constantly wants to pull you back into your old habits and how to deal with them. All right, first, how do you spot these people? All right, so the easiest way to spot these kind of people is to tell them about something you're trying to not do anymore, and then like not hang out for a while, and then hang out with them again and see if they try to keep getting you to do the thing that you don't want to do anymore. Like, it's cool the first couple times if they don't remember, you let it slide, because like not a lot of people remember like one thing when you tell them once. So yeah, you might have to repeat it a couple times. But if you're constantly having to repeat it too much to the point where it's like every time you guys hang out that you have to remind them, then you have a huge problem. Then it's like they really can't see you change. They subconsciously don't understand that you are trying to change, and they don't really believe that you can change. Frankly, they don't believe in you at all. Their perception of you is so fixed that they are going to subconsciously, they don't even know they're doing it, they're going to subconsciously try to bring you back to being that person that they feel comfortable with. Because when you change, they start feeling uncomfortable. They have to adapt to the new you, and they don't want to do that subconsciously. They don't know it, but it's just like a feeling, an unaware feeling that happens. The reason why it happens is because the more you raise your vibration, the less you relate to the lower vibration. And the less you relate to the lower vibration, the more you guys will spread apart, because the opposing energies cannot be in the same room. And subconsciously, the other person knows that and doesn't want to be alone with that emotion you guys bonded with. And that's why subconsciously they are going to do everything in their power to prevent that from happening. Deep down, they know they have toxic habits, and now they are facing the chance and possibility that they will be doing those toxic habits alone in their own misery, because deep down they know that they are alone and miserable. And if that starts happening, that is your cue to go turn, look at the exit, and proceed to walk through. You gotta be honest, you gotta be real with yourself. The longer that you stay in that situation, the harder it's going to be to let go of that bad habit, to let go of that older self that you do not want to be anymore. No matter what, that person will constantly keep dragging you back down, keep begging you to stay at this lower vibration instead of grow. And you have to get away from that. And I know what you're thinking, but so scared, we've been friends for over 20 years. Guess what? I don't care. If it's meant to be, they'll stay. But if it's not, they won't. You have to understand that when you are letting go of your older self, it is going to be hard. You are letting go of a representation of your older self. So it is time to let that person go, and you might not like it, but hey, if you want to get to where you want to be in life, it's gonna have to happen. You're gonna have to throw up the peace sign and hope they make it to the other side. Nobody said this journey was easy, and nobody said this journey wasn't cutthroat, because you make connections with your lower vibrational self. You make strong connections with it. You make bonds with it, real bonds with it. And when it comes time to let it go, and when it comes time that older self is not helping you no more, you gotta bounce. Because the older self is gonna constantly want you to stay in that comfortable state. It's gonna constantly want you to stay and not grow because it's safe. But really, the safest thing for you to do is to get up out of there, because all that's doing, staying in your lower vibrational self, is leading to your own self-destruction. That person is a representation of that. That person is a representation of a self that didn't believe in you. Because deep down, and I know it's dark, but that person does not believe in you. They don't believe that you can change. They don't believe that you can be the person you say you're going to be. This is why they want you to stay where you're at, because it's out of love that they don't want you hurt. But it's also kind of sinister and preying on your downfall is that they want you to stay who you are. And I know it's hard, but you gotta not be ignorant of this. You gotta learn how to let go. You gotta understand that the more you raise your vibration, connections might fade because they're not, in your highest good. They're not here to support you. They're only here to keep you in this box. You know what I mean? They're not trying to help you grow. They just want you to keep feeding that emotion they don't want to be alone with. So do what's best for you and for them, because if they see that you are able to overcome these certain emotions and habits, you may spark an inspiration for them. You might be a beacon of light for them. You never know. Once you embrace being your higher self and being one with your higher self, you don't only benefit yourself, but you benefit the people around you by being a representation of what it's like to overcome these emotions that people suffer with. So in the end, it's really not that bad that you have to let this person go, because you give them a chance to grow and you get a chance to grow, and you get to truly see if they support you. You get to truly see if they love to see that you're on your journey to become truer to yourself, you know? This is not only just a test for you, but this is a test for everybody around you. You know what I'm saying? This is a test to see if they are willing to allow you to grow. And this is a test to see if you're willing to let go of, connections that are no longer serving you. See, the universe isn't just gonna hand you something. The universe is gonna prepare you for what you asked for. And this is another stage that's preparing you for what you asked for, because once you become your higher self and you fully embody that, there are going to still be people to drag you down, and you must learn how to handle these people. You must learn how to spot out these people. And this is what the universe is showing you. This is what the universe is preparing you for. So always remember that. The universe doesn't do this to you to make you weaker. The universe does this to you to show you that you are strong. You can overcome adversity. You can create change in your life. This is nothing in vain. This is to show you who you truly are. When I was going through this, man, it was lonely and frustrating. It was so lonely and frustrating because it was like everybody that I knew, I no longer related to, and they're constantly trying to drag me down into a state I don't want to be, after me telling them I don't want to be in that state anymore. So you can imagine, man, this journey is cutthroat. It's harsh. When I was going through that, man, I felt so depressed. But once I realized that it was only creating room for new people to show up in my life and people who are on my path to show up on my life, man, I felt better. I started realizing the light. I started realizing that I had to go through this motion in order to create and have room for my newer self. Everything in your life has to detox. Like how you detox your body, you have to detox your energy field. And when you detox your energy field, it's gonna be hard because you make connections with those people in those energy fields, like I said. But you gotta do it because you're going through a detox. You gotta clear the toxicity in order to bring in the purity. You have to clear the negative bullcrap in order to bring in the full aspect of yourself, to embrace the full being of yourself. So allow the change to happen in your life, because that is the only thing that remains constant. You have to change. You have to let go of this old concept, this old self-image, and continue further. And might have to cut off anybody that has to do with that old self-image, because they're only going to perceive you in that light. They're only going to see you as that person. You could go to New Zealand for 20 years, 5 years, come back, and they still will see you as that person subconsciously. So you got to make the big move. You got to allow change to happen in your life in order to, like I said, be who you wish to be, go where you want to go in life, so it's the only way. But at the end of the day, it is entirely up to you who you wish to be in your life. It is entirely up to you whether you want to change or not. The decision is yours. The choice is yours. And you could do this the easy way, or you could do this the hard way. And the hard way is staying. The easy way is just letting it go. I mean, it might feel hard, but you'll find out that it's way more, breezy, and you got a lot of great alone time where you could just think and conceptualize a new version of yourself, because you have to give yourself time to conceptualize a new version of yourself. And that's what I've been doing, and that's what I realized. While all this stuff is breaking down in my own life, I realized that I have a lot of time to conceptualize my new self. So like I said, you have the choice. The choice is in your hands. Red pill, blue pill, green pill, blue, red, whatever. I don't care. Why is it only red and blue? I want to switch it up, but it works. Anyways, choice is yours. But I'm about to end this video, and if you like it, share, subscribe and like it, and make sure that you make the right decision for yourself. And yeah, so go do that. Go do that. Another thing, that beat you're hearing in the background, I made, and I might be making a song to it. So if you want to check it out, stay tuned, and for sure subscribe. For sure subscribe if you want to hear that song. So anyways, I'm gonna let the beat ride out. Peace.